Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us.
Our top story, former FBI Director James Comey's testimony on Capitol Hill.
Comey said he kept records of his conversation with the president out of concern the president might lie. ABC's Janae Norman is live at Capitol Hill with more.
Well, there were quite a few stunning moments during James Comey's nearly 3-hour testimony, during which he accused the Trump administration of lying and even suggested President Trump wanted special treatment in exchange for loyalty.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth?
Former FBI Director James Comey was cool, calm, and collected as he shared his side on Capitol Hill. Weighing in on his controversial firing, the administration blamed on FBI rank and file losing confidence.
Those were lies. Plain and simple. I think the president had his word that I was fired because of the Russia investigation.
Comey testified the president repeatedly asked for his loyalty. One conversation that continued to come up when Comey says Trump asked him to let go of the FBI's criminal investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Trump allegedly saying, "I hope you can see your way to letting Flynn go," a claim the president has flat out denied.
The president never, in form or substance, directed or suggested that Mr. Comey stop investigating anyone, including the president never suggested that Mr. Comey, quote, let Flynn go, close quote.
Comey admitting he'd never memorialized conversations with presidents in the past, but did so with Trump to protect himself and the FBI.
I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really important to document.
And a stunning revelation. Comey admitting this tweet from Trump that James Comey better hope that there are no tapes of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press prompted him to orchestrate the release of his memo of the Flynn conversation through a friend.
And so I asked a friend of mine to share the content of the memo with a reporter. I asked him to because I thought that might prompt the appointment of a special counsel.
The president speaking today, not directly referencing Comey, but saying he will not back down from doing what is right.
We know that the truth will prevail.
And the president's lawyer said today that the President Trump feels completely vindicated by Comey's admission that he did tell Trump he wasn't under investigation. And the White House weighing in today saying, quote, the president isn't a liar. Reporting live on Capitol Hill, Janae Norman, ABC News. Now back to you.
Janae, thank you. If you'd like to watch James Comey's entire testimony today, we have it for you on the ABC7 Facebook page.
And now for a check on our forecast, which is, I would say, a welcome change from what we've been having. I mean, it was a little cloudy in the morning, but Bob, it sure turned out nice in the afternoon and evening.
Yeah, just a few brief showers around this day. A lot better than we've seen over the past 5 days, for that matter, as the main area of showers and storms continues to head away from our particular area off to the south and east. There's still some pretty heavy rain down south, and there were some big storms down there firing up some strong winds near Miami once again, but not much here going on. A few spotty showers now and again as that area of low pressure continues to move off to the east. The frontal boundary continues to head to the south. Now behind it, some cooler, let's say drier air moving in, and looks like we will see fewer storms over the upcoming 36 hours, but then things start to change a little bit as we move in toward Saturday afternoon. But right now, not much out there. A few spotty showers here and there, and the heaviest activity by far along the east and down to our south. And we talked about this a couple days ago, the amount of rainfall near Alligator Alley, up to 15 to 20 inches of rainfall there over the past several days. Right now it's 85. The dew point is at 68. That number's lowered. Winds now, we got that northwesterly flow, and that always means a little bit drier and slightly cooler air heading on in. Much more in our forecast as we get closer to the weekend. Coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. New development in downtown Sarasota has already changed the character of areas like the Rosemary District, and there are no signs of it slowing down.
32 different residential projects are on the horizon for downtown. But does that mean a positive change in the city's identity? ABC 7's Adam Cellini joins us live from downtown Sarasota with an update on those projects and one that is set to start construction very soon. Adam.
Yeah, Scott and Haley, that construction boom down here is far from over. I'm at the corner of State Street and Pineapple Avenue, and you can see behind me one of Sarasota's latest condo developments, The Mark, which is set to break ground down here very, very soon.
This is our first home here we bought in 1990.
When Devin Rutkowski moved his family to Sarasota's Laurel Park neighborhood 27 years ago, the city had a very different reputation.
The challenge was to convince people to move downtown.
Now development is booming all around the historic neighborhood. The latest project expected to break ground this month is The Mark along State Street. 157 units with a rooftop pool and 35,000 square feet of retail on the bottom. Designed by the same group working on the controversial View project nearby.
For me, what's always been the most important thing to concentrate on is two words called scale and character.
The Mark is one of 32 planned projects to add over 4,000 new units downtown. A combination of apartments, condos, and hotels that have young professionals like Gabriel Hammond excited.
Things that are healthy are things that are growing. And Sarasota has a very bright future ahead, and now it's up to our city leaders to put their best foot forward in terms of zoning policy and new development policy.
Our two new city council members campaigned on opposite sides of the subject. Jennifer Ahern Koch, a proponent of smart, small growth, and Hagen Brody, more open to new downtown development. Rutkowski worries years of these mixed opinions in City Hall instead of a distinct vision could condemn the downtown area's future.
I've never ever seen a successful community that's been designed by a committee. Typically, you have experts, you have consensus, you see what works, what doesn't work, and you move forward. And I'm afraid in our case, we may have deviated from that, quite a bit.
So what's happening behind the fences right now at this particular location is just some site clearing. They've been working on that for some time. The Mark here is expected to be complete 2 years from now in June of 2019, at which time more than half of those 32 projects we mentioned are also expected to be complete. Live in downtown Sarasota, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott and Haley, back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. Sarasota County's historic courthouse is getting a facelift. The 91-year-old landmark in downtown Bradenton will remain open during the restoration project. Workers are restoring the building's ironwork and repainting and touching up the exterior. The county began making repairs in 2007 with repairs to the roof and tower. The restoration is expected to be complete by the spring of next year.
Roberts Arena in Sarasota is also getting an upgrade. The popular entertainment venue seats about 5,000 people, and soon event goers will experience an even more enjoyable viewing experience. The original 50-year-old hard plastic seats were removed earlier this week. They will soon be replaced by black padded seats with armrests and aisle lighting. The new seats will be delivered on June 25th and will debut at a concert on July 28th.
This is paid through the 1 cent local option sales tax. In 2007, they put $5 million for fairgrounds improvements on the list that was approved by the voters. So to date, we've been able to use $1.5 million to do improvements such as the bathrooms, interior improvements, parking lot, our chairs, stage, now the fixed seating, concession improvements, and the marquee.
If you are feeling nostalgic and you're interested in these old chairs, stay tuned for Roberts Arena Chair Day, a fundraiser to get one of the old chairs and a piece of history.
The Bradenton Beach Police Department will soon be able to respond to emergencies on the water faster. Manatee County Commissioners recently approved up to $50,000 in West Coast Inland Navigation District funds. That money will be used to install a boat lift for the police department near the historic Bridge Street Pier. Now, the spokesperson for the police department says the lift will dramatically reduce officers' response times and give them better access to the intracoastal waterway. Right now, police have to launch their boat from a boat ramp.
One local restaurant is serving up more than food this summer. Anna Maria Oyster Bar is partnering with Manatee County Schools to pilot a summer reading program for students. Nearly 100 struggling readers will get the chance to read with a volunteer 1 day a week over the next 4 weeks. The owner of the Oyster Bar, John Horn, says the goal is to have the kids get a chance to have a hot breakfast and read to their mentors at the same time. School officials say the children will be tested before and after the program to see if the experience helped advance their reading skills.
If the children read consistently throughout the summer, they should maintain their reading proficiency level that they left school in June, and possibly even move up levels.
Awesome, great, exciting. I learned some new words, and my favorite part was the chameleon.
Oh my goodness, how cute. How do I sign up for this? Children participating in this reading event get to take home their book each time, which is provided by an anonymous donor.
Isn't this a great partnership?
Oh my goodness.
You've got a restaurant helping out.
Fantastic.
Somebody donated those books. Mentors helping children. I mean, it's just awesome.
It's a win-win-win. Yeah.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, medical marijuana laws may soon get an update. The compromise that Florida lawmakers are discussing that could make life easier for those who need it.
And ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast. Plus, does drinking soy milk instead of dairy milk affect children's growth? Find out in Health Smart.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
We found another fun holiday to celebrate. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we're getting ready for National Rosé Day. We'll do a tasting of this perfect and budget-friendly summer wine. There's a new Goodwill store on the Suncoast that art and book collectors won't want to miss. Plus a performance from the Garbage Men on some unusual instruments. And Philippi Creek is in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Florida lawmakers continuing the discussion today on medical marijuana.
The House and Senate coming up with a compromise that would allow marijuana operators to run up to 25 retail outlets. The House had originally wanted 100, which the Senate then favored 15. For the agreement to move forward, a final vote needs to be made by the House, and health officials would be required to approve 10 new operators by October 3rd.
This is a patient-centered bill. This is all about the patient. The voters, by large margin, voted in favor of Amendment 2 because the people of Florida are compassionate people.
One point of contention among some lawmakers is the fact that smoking marijuana will not be allowed under this plan. An amendment to allow smoking was voted down in the Florida House.
If you're sitting in your living room and you determine for yourself that your pain is great, why should the state of Florida say no? You can't address that problem.
The full House has set up the legislation up for a final vote on Friday. That is the final day of this special session.
Caps on medical malpractice damages and personal injury cases have been deemed unconstitutional by the Florida Supreme Court. Today's ruling strikes down a 2003 law setting caps as a way to control skyrocketing malpractice insurance rates. In a 4-3 decision, the court ruled there's no proof those caps reduced insurance rates. And even if they have, there's no present crisis to justify the caps. The justices decided the caps unfairly hurt those most severely injured by doctors' mistakes. The decision comes 3 years after the court struck down caps in cases where malpractice resulted in death. And an improvement in our weather today.
Big time.
Yeah, a lot more sun.
Yeah, and a lot more noise being made too, with folks finally getting out to cut their lawns. They haven't been able to do that. Yeah, I heard that too. So things looking much better for that for a little while anyway, and looks to be pretty good this evening. So if you have been neglecting your evening walk or your little jog, well, it shouldn't be a problem. The webcam today, looking out over Sarasota Bay, getting a few drops as it has been for the past 5 days now. Once in a while, a brief shower moved on in, but not much at all. You can see them kind of dancing across the sky now and again. Isolated showers still possible this evening, but most of the action well to the east and south of us. And that's the stronger thunderstorms and showers embedded within this area continues to head off toward the east. Tropical moisture, the area of low pressure, still heading off in that direction. Now, we are looking at a frontal boundary down to our south now. The winds have switched around, and that front will work its way northward as a warm front on Saturday, bringing with it a chance and a return to some tropical moisture. But right now, it's not all that big of a deal. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms scattered about mainly in the afternoon and evening on Saturday, and looks to be the same on Sunday. Right now, though, heavy weather down near the Keys and just off the coast of Miami and east of Fort Lauderdale. For us, so dry conditions, a little drier air has settled in. You can see 1 or 2 showers scattered about the peninsula right now, but we're not anticipating any significant rainfall. No measurable precipitation anticipated through this evening, and that's a big change. The rainfall of the past 24 hours, well, not much here along the peninsula. We had a lot yesterday. And as far as the fire danger goes, these are new numbers since yesterday afternoon. We'll update these at 6 o'clock, but all the numbers coming in quite nicely into the below 300 range all up and down the area, with the exception of Manatee County at 342. And this would indicate that the fire danger has been lessened considerably here. Now, as far as the drought goes, it takes a little longer to really improve. And we went from extreme, we were in the extreme level into Hardee, Highlands, and DeSoto counties. Now that's gone down to the severe level, although it's in the moderate category in parts of Charlotte County, also into southern portions of DeSoto County at this time. So there's an improvement on that front, which is good. We could use a little bit more rainfall around over the upcoming weeks, and I think we'll get it. Showers and storms will be back with that sea breeze front developing each and every afternoon right through the weekend and into looks like next week. Behind it, though, at least for a couple of days here, a day and a half, we're going to see a lot of sunshine around tomorrow again. 85, our current temperature. Dew Point is nice at 68, and winds are out of the northwest at 14. The pressure 29.78 inches, and the high today, well, it's going to be into the basically a low to mid 80s. And as far as the forecast goes tomorrow, we're calling for a slight chance for scattered showers. The rain chance are only at 20%. And as far as the wind flow goes, it'll stay out of the northwest tonight and then switch around to a northeasterly direction. And tomorrow, a little bit of a sea breeze developing in the afternoon. Shouldn't be much going on in terms of isolated cells developing. The rain chance tomorrow only at 20%, the lowest it's been all week long, and it should stay that way through Friday night and then start to pick up a little bit by Saturday. We are anticipating a better chance for late afternoon and evening storms come Saturday and into Sunday. For boaters tomorrow, that's looking better too. For boaters, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be 1 to 3 feet with a light chop out there. Low tide upcoming 8:13 and a high at 2:33. Sunset at 8:24 tonight. Mostly fair, mild, 72 for your low. And tomorrow looks good. Lots of sunshine, just a few clouds, high of 90. It will be a little bit warmer. And east winds turn to the southwest at 5 to 10. The extended forecast, a 50-50 chance at scattered showers and storms right through the weekend. And then beyond, 60% chances Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's that typical afternoon and evening variety of thunderstorms, which will be rather active along the sea breeze front next week. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, drivers are seeing some congestion along US 41 right near Stickney Point Road in Sarasota. And then along 41 in Northport, where an earlier crash was slowing traffic. This is near the intersection with Ortiz Boulevard. Was causing some delays, but look like things are clearing up right now. And with all the rain we've been getting this week on the Suncoast, here are some good reminders on how to drive safely on wet roads. First, slow down and leave room to the car in front of you. Driving slower can greatly reduce your chance of hydroplaning. Also, avoid the cruise control feature on your car. It's great in dry weather, but when used in wet conditions, the chance of losing control of your vehicle can increase. Turn on your headlights and avoid using your high beams, and don't use those hazard lights either. And then if you can't see the edges of the road or other vehicles at a safe distance, just pull off the road until the rain lessens. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, a new study finds babies and parents sleep better if babies start sleeping in their own rooms at 4 months old. The lead study of this author in the journal Pediatrics says it was conducted because the evidence was weak to support the American Academy of Pediatrics recommendations. Those say babies should sleep in the parents' room for at least 6 months, but ideally a year to prevent SIDS. But only 10% of SIDS cases happen after 6 months. This new study shows infants who went to their own room at 4 months slept 45 minutes longer than those who stayed in the parents' room until 9 months. Children who drink alternatives to dairy milk, including soy, rice, and almond milk, appear to be slightly shorter than their peers. That's according to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. It found for each cup of non-cow's milk children drank per day, they were 0.4 centimeters shorter than the average for their age. On the other hand, for each daily cup of cow's milk they drank, children were 0.2 centimeters taller than average. For a 3-year-old, the height difference for those drinking 3 cups of non-cow's milk compared to 3 cups of cow's milk per day was 1.5 centimeters. Backyard chickens are making some people sick. The CDC is investigating 8 multi-state outbreaks that salmonella may have sickened nearly 400 people. In all, people in 47 states have gotten sick with salmonella. The hardest hit state is Ohio. Health officials say many of the people who have gotten sick say that they have handled their backyard chickens or baby chicks or let the birds inside their homes. Chicks and ducklings may look cute and fluffy, but they still can carry dangerous bacteria. A bank robbery gone wrong, the usual way a thief in Maryland tried to steal money. And a great escape. Runaway horses run rampant in a California park after mysteriously getting free from their pen.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Montana police are on the lookout for the occupants of a stolen vehicle after the SUV went airborne and slammed into a home. Fortunately, no one was home at the time. The SUV went airborne and became wedged into the wall, as you could see. But the house has significant damage. The occupants inside that stolen vehicle took off shortly after the crash. And this guy getting creative in his attempt to break into an ATM with a backhoe. It did not go as planned. Police say someone stole the backhoe in the early morning hours of June 1st and then drove it 5 miles to the bank. The suspect didn't make off, though, with any money, but he did cause about $10,000 worth of damage to that ATM. Police say they believe the same man pulled off an ATM theft in 2016 when he and 2 accomplices broke into a tobacco store.
A sticky situation in Fremont, North Carolina. Crews are cleaning up soda and debris off of a roadway after a Coca-Cola truck filled with drinks crashed into a train. The truck appears to have spun out and hit at least one car parked nearby and spilled most of its contents. Luckily, no one was hurt. It's unknown why the truck was on the tracks when it was hit by a train. Police officers in San Francisco got to be cowboys for a bit after 23 horses escaped from a pen in Golden Gate Park. The herd took a gallop through the greenery, and cops and park rangers tried to rustle them into a nearby dog park for a temporary pen. None of the animals were injured, but how these crafty creatures made their way out of the gate, that is still a mystery. The Parks and Rec Department promising to put a more complex lock on the door to prevent any future escape attempts. Animals are smarter than you think.
Yep.
And they can get around these kind of things.
They figured it out, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They just wanted a little stroll.
I don't blame them.
It gets boring sometimes.
I could imagine. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, Northport Police Department's annual crime report. What
types of crime are on the rise in that area, and what's on the decline? The details when we come back.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Rip it up again. Give me one chance, I'm gonna make it. Give me my chance, this is my chance, I'm gonna take it.
The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
I dream of the creature by night and by day. Wielding my weapon, I slaughter of my prey. 2,000 cash, I'll be rolling in dough. So hey, you big monster, come out from below. So hey, you big monster, come out from below.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.